Can you control chaos, or will that line of thinking always catch up to you? Whoa. Things got a little deep there for a second. Anyways, if you don't mind, go ahead and like and subscribe. All right, Echo, episode 2, roll the intro. Episode 2 starts in 1200 AD in Alabama. A community of Native Americans, I can only assume is the Chata people, have built a massive and beautiful village. Their homes are built strong, and they even have a space for them to play lacrosse. It's the eternal struggle of red versus blue. We're on Red's team. The red team is easily winning until the blue team brings out their ringer. Which, let's talk about this risky strategy. Let the other team get ahead, like way ahead. Then let's bring out our best player who's cold from sitting on the bench. This is weird, especially since the losing team has to leave the village forever. So start your best players. I'm just saying, defense wins championships, and understandably, the blue team loses. But not before the woman on the red team sees a vision of Chafa, the first Chata. Also, just a few quick updates from last time. This is Uncle Henry on Maya's dad's side. And Maya's mother was also deaf. That explains why everyone is so good at sign. Except for maybe Biscuits and Bonnie. They just do it because they love Maya. Back in the present, Maya is waking up at the old house. You can tell that Maya is starting to develop a little bit of PTSD from her lifestyle. Biscuits is being a nice cousin and comes by with a bunch of supplies for her. Even Pop-Tarts. I mean, everybody loves Pop-Tarts. In fact, put your favorite flavor of Pop-Tarts in the comments. Cinnamon is and always will be the quick answer. Maya needs a few more things, but Biscuits has already kind of borrowed the truck without asking. He's not good with the steering wheel being on the right side. It's a postal delivery truck, so it's set up to be able to put mail in the boxes without getting out. Maya asks if he's ever taking it off-roading. It's definitely not that kind of truck, so no. And Grandma would be mad. Very mad. But a rubber band filled with cash calms his nerves. So with his list, he heads over to Grandpa Scully's pawn shop and Native American goods store. It's literally his grandfather and only called Scully's Pawn. Sorry, I confused myself a little bit. Grandpa Scully is Graham Greene, who's been an amazing actor since before most of us were even born. I mean, Dances with Wolves, The Green Mile. This dude did voices in Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm just saying, he's crazy underrated. I mean, while looking him up, I watched the trailer for 2001's Antler, and now I need a nightlight. Oh, okay, moving on. Grandpa Scully, keep some respect on his name, is trying to make a sale to what I would call yuppies. And he's laying it on really thick.
Now this depicts the animals talking to the wind.
But of course, the yuppies want some more basic yuppie stuff. But again, his shtick is pretty good though.
Buy the damn thing, buy the damn thing, buy the damn thing, buy the damn thing.
He's just completely over these people, but Biscuit steps in to help him out.
But if you buy from Grandfather Scully Ickshow, you're getting authentic, handmade art from humble Native American artisans.
So the yuppies buy it and they ask for 2 bolo ties, which only looks good on Johnny Depp, and to be honest, that's been getting questionable for a while. So Biscuit starts his shopping. He needs a grinder thing, oh, and a digital camera. But this one is too big.
I need teeny tiny, like a little hummingbird's tongue, tiny.
Grandpa isn't fooled by anything, nor is Biscuits really offering an explanation.
You know, this is militia tape you're buying.
Across town, Grandma is in a meeting with other community members to plan a yearly festival. Just like every other community, there's always at least one of these people.
Well, now, I don't see a booth for your art, Chola.
Well, if you look at the map, the booths aren't even labeled, so how would you even know that? Grandma seems like she's honestly only trying to make a great festival to honor her community, and she's kind of a natural leader. Also, give it up for this guy just for handling these little jabs like a champ. Grandma hasn't made her art for years, and her store has been closed for a while now.
Oh, that's right.
So she offers up the prime spot to this woman, and she smugly agrees. And that's when this dude drops a bomb.
Probably extra busy with Maya back in town and all.
I mean, of course it would get back to her. Maya isn't exactly hiding. She went to the roller skating rink. And when Biscuits gets back with her list of stuff, she needs a couple more things from him.
I got some at 7.
But Maya doesn't care. Nothing like tricking your kind-hearted cousin into doing extremely dangerous things against extremely dangerous people. But Grandma goes to talk to Uncle Henry. Remember, Uncle Henry is on her father's side.
Somebody's grandbaby having a birthday bash I don't know about.
So their relationship is strained at best.
Maya's back.
I mean, Henry has to know what this is about. He tells Grandma that he's not gonna help Maya, so it's not her business or his. But Grandma is worried about Biscuits and Bonnie, and you can see that she regrets sending Maya and her father away all those years ago. But this is the timeline that they live in, and she can't change it.
Just if you can, encourage her to stick to the plan. Pass through town without causing any trouble.
So if you made it this far in the video, let's face it, you liked the video. So you should like the video. And if you like the video, you should subscribe to the channel. And if you like the channel, you should become a Blake's World member. Okay, let's get back to the video. But Maya's getting into some serious trouble with Biscuits right now. She makes him drive to a bridge, still without telling him what's going on. She rigs up a rope and connects their phones so that he can follow the tracker. He still has no idea what he's doing. This is why she wondered if the truck was good off-road. She tries to have her Black Widow moment and she jumps off the bridge, but the rope is still attached and she hits the train hard and almost falls off. But she made it, first part down. Now it's time to run across this train. Keep in mind, Maya's just a normal person. She's had a lot of hand-to-hand combat training, but she's never been through a red room-like training or even military training. So whenever she tries something like this, it's probably for the first time, every time. As she runs, we're taken into her sound envelope. In this situation, I don't know if it's better or worse not to be able to hear. The sound of the railroad signals going overhead would make me want to go home and take a nap, just saying. She sees that maybe 10 train cars up there are 2 men with automatic weapons. Keep in mind that Biscuits is still following in the truck.
Come on, Billy Jack. We got a train to follow.
He's never taken it off-road, and he's not good at driving it because the steering wheel is on the other side. Maya is moving fast. She even manages to jump over one guy without him noticing and hanging from the bottom of the train, and she cuts her way in. First, she sticks a little camera in, super spy style. Then she cuts herself all the way in. In the truck, Grandma's calling Biscuits.
You have to call right now. I'm in the middle of a mission.
Maya slips in a little surprised, then leaves, sealing the hole before she does. Mission accomplished. All she has to do now is get off this train. Hopefully Biscuits is still following even though the tracker lost signal. She mistimes one of her jumps and gets her prosthetic leg stuck in the coupling. I mean, this is probably the only time it's ever been lucky to be missing a leg. She's not strong enough to get free until her ancestors reach out. She's gifted with the power of Chapa for a second and frees herself. She's left confused, but she has to move. Biscuits catches up with no time to spare.
This is crazy! This is crazy!
She jumps and makes it just in time before they hit a tunnel.
Oh my God, Billy Jack, you okay, boy?
Mission accomplished. The train travels to New York and the gangsters open it up to find Maya's little surprise. So in the morning, Henry is getting blown up on every phone. It seems that Uncle Henry had more of a vested interest than we thought, which would explain how Maya's father got in with Fisk in New York in the first place. He immediately goes into crisis mode. He's not dealing with people that'll be nice about something like this.
Our house is in order. We had nothing to do with this. We keep our heads down and our mouths shut.
He texts Maya, "We need to talk now," with the double periods. And he tries his best to calm his workers down.
Any crap rolls downhill, it won't land on you.
Maya is now in need of some prosthetic leg repair, and Grandpa is that guy around town.
You better go to that dude in my neighborhood who'll fix anything for $40.
Why, you know Cecil?
Yeah, well, my Cecil's name is Jim, and it fixed my refrigerator, my air conditioner, and my cat.
Yeah.
But he's just happy she came by to see him, so it's not a problem at all.
I really miss you around here.
But we are starting to see why she stayed away. She's still holding on to a lot of anger towards her grandmother for sending them away. And as Grandpa Scully goes to work, we also get an idea of what Maya's plan might be. Henry warns her that she can't take on Kingpin's army alone, but she's not worried. They don't have an armory anymore, so... But that's not true. They have a lot of money, so they can just buy more weapons, with overnight shipping from the arms dealer. But that being said, it's a pretty big message to Fisk's people. Grandpa Scully finishes the repair job but promises an actual prosthetic if she gives him a little time.
Don't you run off with it.
When she sees a statue of Chapa, you can tell she feels connected to it.
Your grandmother could trace your roots back to Chapa.
Grandpa Scully says that these ancestors watch out for their family in times of need, which explains the glowy hands and the super strength.
They're tricky. You can never predict when they might come calling.
He also says that her grandmother can explain all of this better, But she's not ready for that. I mean, she has to see how old Grandpa Scully is getting and she's running out of time. 20 years is a long, long, long time to pass. And they're getting old.
Maybe you ask her.
Grandma is doing her job delivering the mail, but in Biscuit's crappy car. So she must be delighted when she has to pull up at the uppity woman from the festival meeting's house.
New car, Chola?
Biscuits borrowed mine.
That's when Biscuits and Billy Jack roll by and the truck is, well, not in the best shape.
Have a good one.
Biscuits is screwed, so whenever he gets to his friend's auto shop, he hops on the CB to sell his PS4. I don't think that the blip delayed the release of the PS5, so that just shows how desperate he is.
I love you, man. You really messed up.
Also, Biscuits should do radio. He has the voice for it. When Bonnie hears that he messed up the truck, she asks him about it. He does a good job at first making something up, but whenever she asks if he's all right,
I'm okay. Billy Jack's okay, Maya's okay, but the truck, it's, well...
Bonnie is not happy he didn't tell her. And why wouldn't Maya tell her?
What?
Maya is here? She's in Tamaha?
So he decides it's time to end this conversation.
Don't you dare do this to me. Biscuits. Biscuits!
Maya's enjoying her Pop-Tart on the roof, obviously keeping watch when Henry shows up. He's mad. He knows a lot of people he cares about will die if this war continues. But Maya says she's in control. But Maya can control when all of this happens. She can turn the chaos on and off at will. So after Henry storms off, Maya gets a text from Bonnie as she looks at the swing set they turned into a tent that night everything changed. You can see her fill up with rage again as she unloads a clip on it. Which is a commitment. Gun magazines aren't like video games. You have to fill them up, which takes a minute even if you're good at it. Anyways, she stands there mad just at everyone and everything. And credits. Hey, thanks for watching. Click here for more videos and subscribe to keep up with all the Blake's World updates. I'd appreciate it. All right, I'll see you next time.